Hey, I'm Joe, and this is Joe Draws again. Hey, I just wanted to give a reminder. I created this channel for two reasons. One, to show my art, and the second reason is to be really honest about some of the things that it takes to create my art and, the difficulties that I come across, which the next bit is a little lengthy, but it's me talking about why I didn't come out with the video yesterday. Thanks. So yesterday I said I was gonna start everything off October 1st doing map rapes, Drawlloween, and it didn't happen. Also, like I had mentioned, that I have anxiety, depression, ADHD, got MS with everything that kind of tags along with that. And Monday was a pretty good morning, and the afternoon several things kind of went south. My car broke down, boiler broke down. It wasn't the end of the world. And Tuesday I woke up and the program I was going to use for doing the time lapse didn't work at all. I had intended it to work and it did not. And throw on top of that seasonal depression from it getting really cold out and my body not, with my MS, it doesn't acclimate to changing temperature and environment. And so anxiety and depression kind of kicked in pretty hard yesterday. And finding out about the program that it wasn't going to work, I didn't have time to, problem shoot and try out the time-lapse stuff beforehand. I thought it was going to be pretty cut and dry. Turns out that program was never intended to work in the way in which I wanted with Photoshop, and so I had to look into other alternatives, and the alternatives have learning curves, and with how my brain works, it takes a little while. Like once I get something, I get it, but it takes a little bit for a brand new program or something. Like with my video editing, I'm using Premiere Pro, and it took me about a week doing tutorials and different things to kind of figure that out, and I'm still not by any means like great at it or anything. I can function, I can put together some reels and export and everything, and it looks nice-ish. It'll look better. I'll get better at the color grading and everything like that. But for yesterday, it was just my anxiety kind of won out, and I missed day one. It wrecked me. I felt awful. I still feel awful, but I'm still gonna try and get a video a day. Like I'm still gonna be attempting this. I'm gonna still continue with the Mav Graves, Drawlloween. I still have 2 shows this month I'm gonna get artwork done for. The reality is every once in a while, just with me, like whatever issues that come up, there might be a day that I miss, and I just need to be okay with that, and I think I am now. It's just that first day, it happening like right away with all the like boiler going out and my car failing and everything else was just too much for my little brain to handle. Going forward, my car should be fine, I hope. The boiler should be fine. I already had another repair guy out to fix it. I'll be warm this winter. All that being said, I'm going to draw today. I'm not going to record anything using Photoshop, which is over the last probably 10 years, it's mainly been my mode of creating artwork is Photoshop. I've done some pencil drawings and everything, and I've done a couple watercolors, but I think that I'm gonna just go ahead and go old school with my pencils and kind of see what happens doing the prompts and run with it, see how much I can get done, see if I can get both day 1 and 2 done for Matt Graves. Day 1 is if I were a shapeshifter. So I'm kind of thinking that as it's probably a self-portrait, but me looking monstery, which I like monsters. Day 2 is Frankenstein. Who don't love little Frankenstein? I'll get there when I'm drawing. We'll see what happens. And so will you, because I'm gonna be doing a time lapse. Because I haven't drawn anything for a couple weeks because I've been learning Premiere and figuring out YouTube and Patreon. By the way, I got a Patreon. Not much is on there yet, but I'm gonna be putting every full resolution image that I make for Drawlloween up on Patreon for patrons. Patreon.com/Joe Draws again. I'm not gonna apologize for not posting yesterday, or if I don't get a post done on a day. It's just I came out with it right away, warned everybody, like, hey, I've got some issues. Every once in a while they pop up, and it's tough for me to work my way through them. It's my mental hiccups, as Neil Brennan says, blocks. It'll happen again, hopefully I can just kind of roll with it and really get into a groove with this, because it's also like I said in the last video, I've never made videos. I don't sit in front of a camera and record myself. This is different than I'm used to. I should get used to it eventually. I'm sure it will. My body has not drawn for weeks. Hence the title of this YouTube channel. But I'm gonna get going. Let's see what happens. Tomorrow I'll give you a tour of both of my desks. I have one desk for just physical artwork, painting, drawing, all that good stuff. And then my other drawing is where I have my Cintiq. I do all of my digital painting, my layout for books, everything else I do on that desk. But I'll show you around, look at my materials, everything like that. I'll let my setup and I'll share it with you. But for now, that is the end of day 1/2 of Drawlloween and the daily videos. So have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.